Hi, this is Bob with RealTVFilms.com. We're in Austin, Texas, covering the South by Southwest Film Festival. We're in a sponsored event by IndieGoGo at the, what's this place called? The
Thirsty Nickel.
Thirsty Nickel. You think I remember that?
Sponsoring it too.
Yes, and so we've got two people here that are very important to this whole process. We've got Mark with Mogul. We've got Scilla with IndieFlix. That's right.
IndieFlix.com.
So tell us a little bit about your role and your role in this whole thing.
I'm a filmmaker turned CEO and founder of IndieFlix.com, which was founded out of pure frustration of an ailing standard distribution market that would not pick, well, actually we got offers on a lot of our films that won audience awards, jury awards, but the offers were so crappy that we decided to make IndieFlix instead of another movie.
Got it.
And so now we have about 800 films.
Now, IndieFlix, tell us their role. How do you assist a filmmaker?
Okay, if you have a film, do I talk to you? Do I talk to them?
You can talk wherever you want to talk.
Okay.
We're all happy people here.
If you are a filmmaker and you want to list your film with IndieFlix,
Right.
First of all, we're going to market it, but you get 70% of the net from multiple revenue streams. Juiced, Hulu, talking to Comcast. We have a little small deal with Netflix. We also deliver streaming, pay-per-view, download, and DVD from our own site.
Wow.
So you can have up to like 10 or 11 different revenue streams from your film with DRM, unless you choose to do the download to a handheld device without DRM. But we also market it in a windowless world where we can continue to, what do I call it? It's like giving a big hug or harnessing the long tail.
Got it.
And we're now doing box DVD sets under the IndieFlix brand to Costco, Best Buy, Barnes & Noble, and I'm talking, well, I can't say who I'm talking to now, but when that's done, I will.
Now, Mogul. There are probably people that haven't heard of Mogul. So explain Mogul and how it assists all of this.
Sure. Well, we're an online video distribution and analytics company. So we distribute to the video sharing sites, YouTube, MySpace, Vidler, Rever, a whole host of sites. And where people are either putting up short form webisodes or they're distributing to promote, via trailers. They can go to each individual site, and it takes a long time, and they don't really know what their data is. Or you can upload to TubeMogul and choose the sites, distribute it out, and we provide you the viewership information across those sites, so you really get to know where your audience is.
Which is huge, because for a filmmaker to know the metrics, the data, to be able to go and either, whether they want to do a four-wall kind of deal and put it in an actual theater to screen, they can know where their audience is, which is great because you get to find your audience. We're going to actually put up all of our clips and trailers on TubeMogul.
Yeah. Now, TubeMogul, is that a paid for thing? Or tell the viewer a little bit about how they can work with TubeMogul.
Sure. We've got a free product that is great, and we've been doing that for a little bit over a year now. We launched our premium products just over a month ago in January, which we've got larger media companies using that, agencies, and really that pay service is really providing the means to continue with our free product for those that are just starting out, looking to distribute to then gain the audience, to gain sponsorship and advertisement for their films. So we've got a dual model there. And really with our premium products, you're able to manage multiple shows. You can get more data, demographics, geographics, and data feeds. If you're plugging that in. Yeah, well, some of the companies we use, like CBS, or who use us, like CBS Interactive, they take the metrics, they plug it into their own analytics system, so they have data feeds from us, and they need this data from across sites to really help sell some of their, advertisers.
Right.
Can I also tell you is that independent filmmakers who don't have famous stars or famous directors, they need that data as well to promote their films. I think with the explosion of YouTube and user-generated content, and everyone from little kids to grandparents can watch a small clip and find some interest in a YouTube clip. I think that it sort of has helped to blaze the trail of widening the audience of independent audiences. People just, all they want is a good story. And you know, it's funny, we were at festivals, I've been at a couple of panels at this festival, South by Southwest. Everyone always says in the end, they kind of close it off with, all you have to do is tell a good story. Well, you know what, I would love to know what the next best thing is after tell a good story, and I would guess that that thing is marketing. Well, Mogul is part of that marketing, because nowadays, in order to get anyone to watch your film, whether you have Julia Roberts in it or you have nobody in it, you have to start letting pieces of it go out, whether it's a clip, a trailer, behind the scenes, a frustration of making it, why you made it. You've got to go for every angle you can, and they're called digital assets. And they are, we can put digital assets on Mogul, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to just put clips and trailers. I want to be able to have my filmmakers put anything and everything up there to tell the story. So that, just like Apollo 11, you know, back in what, the 60s? When it landed, you know, one of the greatest technological achievements of the human race. 600 million people watched it in the 60s. Why? Because they got little pieces of information all along the way. By Apollo 13, nobody even watched or cared anymore, because they never gave you any background until they had a problem. You know, Houston, we have a problem. Then suddenly everyone tuned in. So that's what we have to do now with independent film.
Well, I know, let's tell the people a little bit about how they can find it. I know Mogul is www.tubemogul.com.
Correct.
It's just that simple.
Yep.
And your
www.IndieFlix.com. And Indie, I-N-D-I-E, not Indy like the car, NASCAR.
I-N-D-I-E. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to us. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
I know all the filmmakers out there are loving all of these products and services that people are offering them, and you guys are just another example of that. So what a great message. Thank you very much for taking the time, and it's a pleasure to meet you both. Thank you.